right, it's Dr. Love Metal. You are locked into Heavy Metal Television. I am standing right here with Derek from Suffocation. This is so exciting. These guys hailing from Long Island, New York, which is a little bit poignant for me since I am from New York as well.
Nice.
Yes, so, you know, you guys from your very first album, Effigy of Forgotten, have been just dominant. You came busting right out of the gates. You have been termed innovators for the 90s. They even coined a term, deathcore, for you guys. Did you guys know that?
No, you know, just the band doing what the band does, and you know, like when people enjoy what it is that the band does, it's great to see people follow in the footsteps and, you know, take their spin on it, and it's awesome.
Were you expecting such an immediate impact, really?
Not necessarily, you know, just like, again, like doing what we do, and you know, to see what the people do and what they take from it, you know, they modify it, and it's flattering to see that the people like, you know, what we're doing.
Right. Well, it's really hard not to, you know, go on and on about the impact that your music does have on you metal fans, and you're going to experience that in just a minute. But, you know, talking about the people in the band, you know, who's the newbie? You got a newbie, don't you?
Yeah, you know, we're really not talking about him too much. He's gonna come up and kick your ass tonight.
I can't wait,
and,
I can't wait.
It's an interesting twist. You know, Frank's always been, you know, different obligations where he can do so many shows, and like we just got off of 17 shows in Europe. He did the first 8 or 9 shows of this tour, and then we've got somebody standing in his place that's really brutal. So it's just a surprise.
Okay,
so
okay.
You'll see.
How about this? Let's step away from info like that. But was there any initiation or rites of passage that you put him through on this tour?
Not necessarily. You know, we've known the guy for a long time, and we've actually pulled him off of his original instrument to put him on vocals. So it's kind of new for him, you know, communicating with the crowd, you know, because he's used to, you know, doing something for the crowd, but not necessarily having to talk to them.
Right.
So this is a new thing that, you know, we kind of razz him behind the scenes, like, hey, talk shit, you know, tell him this, tell him that.
Yeah.
You know, and at the end of the day, we want him to be comfortable and do what he does, you know. And so it's not like we're busting on him too hard, but we definitely give him a hard time.
I like that, I like that. Well, you know what, right now I have to say that As Grace Descends is probably my favorite video.
Nice.
But there's so many out there, and I don't know how you do it, but as the years pass, you keep it constant. I'm not going to ask you how you do it because I think you've already gone over that. But, you know, is there anything that you want to like pass out to the fans right now? Anything, you know, not scripted, just, you know, what do you want them to know?
You know, it's pretty much what's inside you, you know, and a lot of the time, you know, you're feeling this angst or this anger or something, and if you can channel it into, you know, energy for you getting on stage or getting in the studio or writing your material, you know, it's pretty much about you as an individual, you know. So if you're feeling that angst, you know, or that energy or that anger or something, and, you know, being able to put it and focus it, you know, into your music, and that's kind of what we've been doing for so long, and that's what we tell, you know, the kids, like, when they say, how do you do it, you know, it's all about you,
right?
You know, so, you know, pull it from inside you and get out there and show the people what you got.
Once again, we're talking with Derek from Suffocation, and now getting into a little personal touch with the band, because I do like to pry. Who's the jokester? Who's the mediator? I mean, can you label?
Yeah,
like that?
easily, very easily. Guy's the joker, guitarist stage left. He's always, you know, poking at somebody, and once you learn how to swallow, you know, him, then it's fun. But at first you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna kill this guy. He's crazy, he won't leave me alone. He's poking and poking and poking. So Guy's definitely the lunatic poker. Terrence is the madman. You know, he's a riff machine, and he's just, you know, full of energy and stuff like that. Kevin's pretty silly too. Kevin's a little bit of a prankster too, the drummer that's been working with us for a little over a year. And you know, Kevin Talley, a lot of people know him. He's worked in a ton of bands. So you know, he's come back to save the day with Suffocation. You know, once again, he's done it again. He's done it before in the past. And then like, I don't know, maybe I feel like I'm kind of the mediator, you know, because I feel like I can talk to everybody where not necessarily everyone can talk to each other.
Right, right.
You know, so I mean, they all do, but it's easy to confide in me. I'm so easygoing, you know.
That's very cool.
And then, yeah, the new guy's pretty quiet, and Frank's pretty quiet. So it's a kind of an interesting swap.
Any crazy stuff? Any funny things happen on the tour?
I mean, we've had some pretty silly stuff happen. I mean, yesterday was a joke. You know, we ran into some problems with timing on the stages, and, you know, this stuff happens from time to time where, you know, they throw a bunch of local bands on the show, and now everything gets skewed. And the next thing you know, like the bands that are on our package are getting cut, and they're getting pissed, and there's people screaming at each other and stuff. So, but at the end of the day, you know, we're a big family, and it's not like personal, but, you know, they're upset when they got, you know, hundreds of kids screaming for them to start another song, and they're like, sorry, you're done. You know, and then we're like, whoa, what do you mean? There's a curfew, you gotta get off. So I mean, stupid shit like that happens like a lot, you know, but for the most part, nothing's gone horribly wrong. We've been in the middle of a tornado in Louisiana on our way over here.
All looks well?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good, but other than that, so far, so good.
Very cool, very cool. Now, I'm looking forward to the upcoming show. It is time, I think, for all of us to go out there for the metal decimation that is Suffocation. So, time for you to sit there, do not touch that mouse because you are about to experience it yourself. It is Suffocation right here on Heavy Metal Television. I advise you to go in there and keep up on their Facebook page because they really are active, and go like ours as well. It's Heavy Metal Television and we are brutal.